Hello again, and welcome to Xero Uncut. I'm Zero.
Introduce our guest for Zero.
Yeah, and so then let's hi Chaz Evans. Then, do you want to give yourself a bit of an introduction then for the viewers?
No,
No?
no problem, no problem. It's your boy, your cousin, your nephew, the Grappital region's best kept secret, the world's greatest hater, the Don Chaz Evans, in the flesh.
Pretty good, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good. Yep.
And I'm Bobby. I'm not even gonna try. Nope. Not even gonna. I can't touch that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
yeah,
We're back.
So anyway, yeah. So welcome to the show then today. Then, just a quick one with you today, isn't it? Because you've got to shoot off after this.
Yeah.
What I'm doing is we're doing the normal then. So Bobby's the question guy, so I'll pass you over to Bobby and I'll cut in.
I know you got a limited schedule, so I didn't get like a lot of questions, like 5 or 6. I'm not gonna, and you know.
I'm an open book. I'm an open book. Let's do this.
Here you go. Alrighty. So first one. Actually, just kind of first one. How old are you?
How old am I? 26.
Oh, we're the same age. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Wait, when's your birthday?
June 16th.
Okay, I'm March 12th, so I'm like 11
March
days
12th.
old.
Oh, wow. Well, happy early birthday.
Thank you, sir. All right, wrestling. Was it always in the plans or no?
You know, wow. It's a funny story. It was never not in the plans. How's that?
Okay, that's fair. So you've been a fan for a long time.
Oh yeah, I grew up watching wrestling. I used to go spend summers in Virginia, of Appomattox, Virginia. You probably have no idea where that is. It's the middle of nowhere. With my grandmother, and she would every Monday night, every Friday night, and every Thursday night. She got home. She watched her wrestling, and that's how you said it: wrestling, not wrestling, wrestling. And being there, for the entire summer, you just start getting hooked, and I've never looked back.
Okay. Do you remember like what year this was?
Oh yeah, this is 2005.
Oh, that's the same thing with me. Okay, cool.
Yeah, right at the start of the Cena House of Loyalty Respect, right there when he moved to Raw, right when we got that real big rise of John Cena.
Oh,
right before with the Edge story. Yeah, that's when I got hooked on wrestling.
Yeah.
The return of DX.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I was that 10-year-old kid going to school saying, "Suck it."
Yeah. Oh god. I mean,
good times.
We all got in trouble for that.
Exactly. In any generation, you go saying "suck it" to school, you're getting in trouble.
I started in 2005, and Batista is actually my favorite wrestler of all time because he was the first dude I saw.
Same.
Yeah. First dude I saw.
Loves Batista.
But I absolutely love Cena, of course.
Oh yeah, see, I was a Cena and I was a Shawn guy.
Okay.
I was a Shawn. Shawn was my dude, and still to this day, Shawn is that guy. But if you're a 10-year-old kid, how can you not like Cena?
Of course. I mean, well, this kind of segues into my next question. You kind of gave an answer, but let's see. Favorite wrestler of all time, or you can give me current, you can give me all time.
So my answer it changes on the day, but there's always it's between Shawn Michaels or AJ Styles. I got to watch AJ Styles legit before he was AJ Styles.
Yeah.
He was cooking in TNA.
Yep, I remember that.
That's when I first saw AJ Styles, and he was doing moonsaults, and I'm like, how does this guy move like that? Mm-hmm. So I've always been a fan of AJ. And then I always tell the story. I was in college, and when AJ debuted in the Rumble, me and a bunch of my college friends who did not know anything about wrestling, they just knew that, it's the Royal Rumble, and they throw the guy over the top rope. Mm-hmm. AJ came out, and I was in tears. And they go, wow, this is so amazing. Chaz, this really means a lot to you. You're crying over this white man walking out to the ring. I go, yes, I am. This Southern redneck, I am crying because he is on my TV. Yes, it's that much, means that much.
Now, did you know who? Oh, sorry.
Huge AJ Styles fan.
Now, did you know who it was when the music first hit?
No, I didn't know.
I had no idea either. And
I had no idea.
I was sick during the Rumble, and I was just out of commission, and I'm like, I have no idea who this is. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I must just be out of it. And then the crowd goes nuts, and I'm like,
Who is this?
who? And then he comes out, and I'm like, I still have no idea who this is until his name pops up as number 3. I'm like, what? And I couldn't really like get my full self into it. I'm like, wait, I know this guy. I'm like, what? And I'm like, okay, cool. I like
Oh
it.
yeah. As soon as they showed him walking out, I was like, oh, it's him.
Yeah. I've seen the reactions to some people, and they know right away when he walks out, and I didn't because his head was down. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, his head was down, the hair and the hood.
I'm like, I have no idea who this is. And then the name pops up, and I'm like, oh, wow. Okay, welcome. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's
2016.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when he like number 4 or something, was he number 4? No,
3.
3.
Yeah,
I remember to this day because number 3 entrants are usually kind of like, but that was the one where it was like, whoa.
Well, yeah. That was the one that was the title was on the line in the Rumble, right?
Yeah, it was Roman. Yeah.
Roman was number 1. Yeah.
And the camera was on Roman.
Exactly.
His music hit. Because even Roman's like,
oh,
you can see he's reading the screen, and the crowd goes nuts. And at home, you're still like, well, for me at least, I'm still like, I don't know who this is still.
Yeah, no, I was right there with you.
Yeah, it popped up the I am phenomenal, and the crowd went berserk, and I'm like, and the Rumble was in Florida, I believe, that year.
Oh,
I'll have a look. Which one are we saying? 16? So 2016?
2016, yeah. Because we had a massive snowstorm. You might even remember that, Chaz, 2016.
Yes.
And we got like 15 inches. Yeah.
It was at the Amway Center. Yeah, in Orlando.
Canceled the next. No. I'm sorry. 2015, Raw was canceled the next night.
Yeah.
Because of a massive snowstorm.
Yeah.
They were in Philly.
Right. Yes, it was.
Yeah. Wow, it's crazy how that comes back to you. Yeah. All right. So your inspiration in wrestling could be a family member, could be a wrestler, could be both. What you got?
Now I guess it would really be my pops.
Okay.
My pops passed in 2018, and
I'm sorry.
One of the things that I did was I wanted to be an actor. I was born to perform. I was in college for acting.
That.
Yeah, all right.
I can definitely tell that.
So I was in there, and me and him, we have the same name, Charles Evans. And one of the problems he told me before I went to college, he was like, all right, better put our name in lights, kid. Like, da-da-da. Like, I want our name. Put it in lights. I want to see it everywhere. And ever since he passed, that's when I decided I was going to go full force with wrestling. And the goal has always been, all right, let's put our name in lights. So with everything that I do, every milestone, every accomplishment, I just always go back to that one goal of, all right, cool. All right, me and my dad's name, all right, it's up there. It's, the next step, let's put it in light. So really my pops is like my inspiration. If one of you gonna go like an actual wrestler, it's the Miz, man. Like Miz gets if you really look at Miz and just his rise and how he got to being just what the Miz is, you can't knock that man hustle. Like you cannot knock that man's hustle. He's got a reality show.
I mean, I've heard he's like the nicest guy in real life.
I have no doubt that he's probably the nicest dude ever. And man, like he's talk about started from the bottom.
Well, he is. Well, don't forget, he is awesome as well. So so that's See, I just cut him randomly and just come out with stuff like that.
Yeah. He's zings you. But yeah, I don't know if you remember from 2011, the little girl that he made like
the Miz girl.
Cry. Yeah, Miz girl. She came back like a decade later, and they were like, "How is he?" She was like, "As soon as the cameras were off, he was so nice to me." Yeah. And apparently he'll like, even if you're in like, if you track him down at like an airport at like 3 a.m. and you want a photo, he'll take it because he said he remembers like him being heartbroken that guys wouldn't stop for him, and he said he would never allow that. He's like, if you can make a kid's,
Wow,
I don't think.
That's the end goal is like to make make a kid's day.
Yeah, I don't think any guy would say no to like a kid, but it's like if I'm 27 pretty much. If I go up to you, they might be like, another time. Right. If you could sign with one promotion today, it can be any promotion in the world. Who's it going to be? I won't even give you choices. You know the obvious choices, of course.
I'm gonna go MLW.
Okay.
MLW is hot right now, and like and no one's catching on right now. And by the time everyone catches on, I'll be the person to be like, I told you like months ago. I really like what's going on over there. Alex Kane, Cheese. Who else is on there? Contra Unit, Fatu, just all the Samoan dynasty, all of the Samoans.
The Samoans seem to be on top always. Just
I don't know what it's something in that, man.
It's something in the water.
So it's got to be that Samoan beach, man. Those shorelines, you got some magical powers. They're always on top. But yeah, man, MLW. I really like what MLW is doing, and it's different.
Okay, I have a friend over there. A sort of friend.
Oh, really?
Alicia too.
Oh, I know who that is.
I interviewed.
So I have a podcast as well, and we've had her on the show.
Oh yeah, I interviewed her like a month ago for my channel. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like a month ago now. Yeah. The nicest.
Oh yeah.
Like,
yeah.
She like at first I saw her and I'm like, because she was like on her phone. She wasn't looking very. But then I go up to her, hi, and I'm like, oh, okay, she's really, yeah. And like when I asked her, I had like 100 subscribers, and I only still have 200. But like, you know, she's willing. She was like, you've been a fan, so it's the least I can do. And I was like, wow,
that's dope.
She remembers where she came from, and that's cool.
Right.
So MLW, okay, they looking at you right now? You don't know?
Nah, listen, if they're not, they need to get on the train.
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
If they're not, they need to get on the train.
Xero, you know who to tag when we post this.
Like,
yeah, we'll do. Yeah, I think actually,
they need to know. They need to know that the best kept secret in the Grappler region is right here.
I think if I've still got them, I might actually have somebody in MLW. So I'll drop them a message if I can do. I'll see what I can do. So yeah.
Yeah, we've had wrestlers on before, and we did this one time for our enemy, Bougie, and yeah, exactly, our enemy. I will say that. And we got him.
He tried to start stuff with me early today on Twitter, and
I heard. That's not shocking to me.
Twitch, just a bunch of Twitter fingers.
Keyboard warrior.
We had him on here last week, didn't we? And that was a fun follow-up interview.
When he comes back, I know he's gonna look at me and be like, "Yo, what are you saying about me?"
Man, he's nothing but a clown. If you ever look, listen. I put it on Twitter, and I was watching Ratatouille with my son, and it dawned on me, Remy, the rat, looks like Jay Bougie in the face. Yeah. And it blew my mind. I go, whoa, Jay Bougie is a star in a Disney animated movie, and he's a rat. A perfect description of him.
Please tell me you tweeted that at him.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All he's good for is just, getting his little dirty hands in people's food and cooking. He needs to go make me a sandwich. I didn't kill Bobby.
He
hasn't seen any of the stuff beforehand because normally when we come on Twitter, Bobby comes in blind, so he doesn't know. He doesn't see anything on Twitter or anything.
Oh, I'm following you on Twitter after this show. I don't have it on my iPad. I would follow you right now if I could. Oh my goodness, Ratatouille! I did not expect it to go this way.
Seriously, look at him and then look at a picture of Remy, and I'm telling you, you won't be able to watch that movie ever again.
I haven't seen it in so long, but
man, that's the worst. Neither did I.
How old's your son?
2.
Okay, wow.
Okay. Yeah, 2. My oldest is 2. My youngest is he just turned 1.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Congrats. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nice.
Yeah. But they're both insanely active and hyper.
Yeah.
My cousin has like 4, like under the age of 11, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And I look at that and I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. Like I can
my
barely take
oldest-
care of myself. Yeah.
My oldest is already chopping. He sends out chops. Oh yeah.
At 2?
At 2. At 2.
Imagine
He's
you wake up
chopping
to
and
that.
he's wooing. And he's wooing.
And he's wooing. That's
There you
phenomenal.
go.
He's wooing.
Future wrestler in the making.
Oh, absolutely.
Woo!
He's been watching wrestling since the day he was born. He was born on a Wednesday in 2020. I'll never forget it. Dynamite was on. He was just born that morning. Wife sleeping there. I have him, and I go. I mean, it's 8 o'clock. I turned on there.
I love that.
Little man sitting there, and he's sitting there watching Dynamite.
I love that.
And he's been watching it ever since. My 1-year-old, I can legit chop him and give him a nice little smack. He loves it. He giggles. So listen. Watch out in like 20 years, you'll see my kid's next tag team.
That's wow. He's wooing it too, and he's chopping. Imagine you're sleeping and just hello. Like,
no, it's happened. It's happened.
They're
Good
children,
morning,
man.
Dada. Woo!
Man, that's a wake-up call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's almost. There have been times where my child has almost been duffed, just off the sheer fact of I've not been ready.
Yeah, and you don't know.
And yeah, I just don't know it's him. It's just that sudden reaction. I go, who the? Oh, it's you.
Smack. Oh, sorry. My bad. All right, so I got a question for you. Now I have an answer, but I'm gonna want to see your answer first.
Okay.
I want to see if I'm right on this. Your name, the Don. How'd you get it? What's the inspiration?
So funny story about this. This is right in the beginning of lockdown when COVID hit, and
of course.
So my little brother he was still in high school. He got the unfortunate of finishing his high school during the whole virtual learning thing. So as soon as like they said, yeah, no school, he ended up locked himself in our place, and so video games all the time. It's my little brother, of course. So we end up getting the Final Fantasy VII. I never played a Final Fantasy, and I just got to the part of where's I can't remember his name now. Don, whatever his name. I don't remember his name, but yeah. And I go to wrestling training, and they were like, it's promo day. Cut a promo, and I just cut, and I just call myself, I'm the Don. It's Duffin season. My right hand, I knocked teeth straight, and it stuck. And I go, well, I'm the Don today, motherfuckers.
All right.
Makes sense.
It's stuck, and it's grown, and it's funny when I think about like the Don now and what the Don used to be. I go, whoa, like I still see elements of where it was from in the beginning, but now this motherfucker is crazy.
Yeah.
He is. So, he don't take no shit.
So my guess was I'm not really into rap that much. My buddy he's on my YouTube, so I see the history and it pops up. There's a rapper called DC the Don.
DC the Don. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I thought that was the.
No, I gotta look that one up. Now I've never heard of that one.
Yeah, okay. Because I saw your name and I'm like, wait, huh? I'm like, I wonder if it's somehow the same. But okay, all right, yeah.
No, yeah, I never heard of that one. I gotta check that one out.
Yeah,
DC the Don.
That's my last question. But I mean, if you wanna, who's your favorite current wrestler?
My favorite current wrestler,
besides yourself. You cannot answer yourself. Yeah, I know how that goes.
All right, I'm gonna go with someone who's not on TV that should be on TV.
Okay.
Christopher Andino. All right, he's the Chocolate City champion at Fight Club Pro Wrestling.
Fight Club. Fight Club. You can't talk about that. But yeah.
He's that dude. He needs to be. He's my favorite wrestler. I call him the GOAT. He does not want to be the GOAT, but he is. Every time I see him, I treat him like Jesus. I go, if I just touch his royal garment, maybe I'll be as good as him. I rub his boots when he before he goes out to the ring. I'm joking. But yeah, no, Christopher Andino, definitely. I'm not joking. I definitely rub his boots for good luck.
God.
And I go, thank you for the house, brother.
Mhm. That's funny. All right, well, maybe we'll get him some exposure with this. You know?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, listen. You want to talk about a character? That's a character.
There's a lot of those in wrestling.
He'll have you laughing. You wouldn't listen. The interview would be like done in like after 2 questions because you'll just be in stitches. Funny dude, funny guy.
That's good. Yeah, maybe we'll have him on one day. Maybe.
Definitely. I'm gonna text him now and tell him.
Yeah. Drop me his at and that, and I'll drop him a message or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna send that to you. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we'll question him why he's on the show. Because why we're well aware of who we are, and it's like I think the first time we had a guest on, it was Bougie, and he's like, "Oh, we have a guest," and I'm like, "What? Why?" Like, did he know did he like agree to the wrong show? Did you tell him it was something else? Like, what?
Did you
lie to him?
What's in return?
And then you're our 3rd guest, I believe, right, Xero?
Yeah, obviously outside of the Impact interviews and stuff. So yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, with me, you're the 3rd guest.
On Uncut, you're the 3rd one in that. Yeah, but we've done a couple of Impact interviews as well. Well, I've done a couple of Impact interviews in that as well. Yeah.
Bougie, Danielle Larkin. Danielle Larkin, I don't know if you know her.
I know her.
Yeah, and you. Yeah. Larkin, she's really cool, even though her internet was awful. We'll have her. At least 2 out of 3 have had great internet.
Yeah.
There's that one.
And it's always, listen, the internet is that's always the greatest enemy.
Yeah, she would go in and out, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're saying. But, I'll just piece it together somehow.
Yeah, my internet sometimes on our podcast it goes spotty and they go, "Oh, Chaze is in the Speed Force. He'll be back."
Yeah, no, we've had that a few times on there, haven't we, Bobby? With you?
With me, I'll be talking and all I hear is, "And we lost him." I'll be like, "Wait, what?" Dude, there was one time I did a stream and I don't know what it was. I was upstairs, and it was my buddy's like, "Why do you sound like that?" I'm like, "Sound like what?" He goes, "You legit sound like you're a robot." I'm like, what are you talking about? And I listened back to it like the next day, and all I hear is, "Oh, it was a great movie." I'm like, oh my god. He's like, "Wow, this is really funny. We can't have this." He's like, "So please go somewhere else in your house." And
That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah. But yeah, that's all the questions I got. Xero, you got any? All right. We might have lost Xero. I don't know where he went. Did he mute himself? No. All right.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, I died. Don't worry.
I was like,
no, I'm done. I was just going to say, well, no, that's everything. Then I've got no questions this side. So, did you want to promote anything, or did you want to do a hype or anything like that? Then,
cut a promo on Bougie.
Cut a promo on Bougie. All right,
please.
And all right, sure.
If you got to go.
Okay. All right, so look, Jay Bougie, you talk all this this crap on Twitter, man. You call yourself a God figure, but you don't even know the words of the Bible. There is nothing godly about you, okay? You're nothing but a man who hides behind another grown man and a grown woman, all right? So look, if you ever in your right mind step in the ring with me, all right, you gonna get dropped like the dude down there on Monument Street, okay? 1, 2, 3, you're out. It's stuffing season, and you're new, and the winner, the Grappler Region's best kept secret, the Don Chaze Evans. Have a nice day.
I couldn't think to promote. I'm an instigator. If you can.
Me too. I love fighting. I love picking fights.
Yeah, last week Xero was like, "Listen, your specialty is making people angry, so we're gonna need that." And I'm like, yeah.
You gotta have a heater. You gotta have a heater.
Of course, you always gotta have the guy to like pick at and eventually it gets him, and that's just me. Yeah, but we'll if Xero doesn't have any more questions, we'll let you.
I appreciate y'all for having me. Definitely.
Yeah, of course. We'll definitely have you on again. You're very entertaining. Very.
Thank you. Thank you. I definitely gotta come back. Yeah, when I don't have a class, I can definitely talk some crap and some shit about wrestling. I love it.
Yeah. Is it every Wednesday you have a class, or
I
just
teach,
happen to be
I
this one?
teach every day. I teach every day except for Fridays.
All right, well, yeah, we'll figure. I mean, we'll
figure. Yeah, we'll definitely. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll talk. Since
yeah,
you're gonna follow me on Twitter, we'll
yeah.
keep in contact.
I'll get Instagram and Twitter for sure.
That's it.
I do more Instagram, so yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm on there.
Yeah.
I got all this
Of
crap.
course,
All that social.
everybody is. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Xero will get me that, and I'll force him to.
I'll pass it all over. And that, yeah. That's cool.
All right.
So-
Yeah. We'll let you get to your class, my man. Thanks for coming on.
I appreciate it, y'all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good
Of
one.
course.
No
Have a
problem.
good one, man.
Speak to you later.
That was
Right, then.
that was something. He's definitely once he said he's like, yeah, I've always wanted to be an actor. I'm like, I can definitely get that vibe.
Yeah.
But that was cool. That was fun. I enjoyed that.
So there we go. Yeah. So now we'll go on to our regularly scheduled broadcasting. Then shall we say then? Like so. Well, I was saying to somebody earlier now. Obviously, what I'm thinking is we'll just go through the news and everything because there's quite a fair bit of news in that to go through again this week. So I'll just go through that.
If you don't want to run through Raw and NXT, I'm game, honestly.
Yeah. Well, we might. There's no point really at the minute, really. So yeah, we might as well just go through the news and any other bits and pieces in that this week. So.
What do you want to start with? A certain female superstar?
Yeah, let's bring that one up then. So obviously then, so the news came down today then.
Today, like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that Sonia Deville was arrested for gun possession in New Jersey. It actually happened on the It actually happened on the 19th of February. So it's a couple. So it's a couple of weeks old. That it's a couple of weeks old. It's only just come down now, but it's because of the obviously everything that's gone through. But yeah, it was because they say what it was a valet was discovered a gun in her car's glove box and called the police.
Oh, who was parking the car?
Discovered a gun. Yeah, discovered a gun in the glove box and called the cops. Police showed up and apparently she got arrested for it because she didn't have the proper New Jersey permit. She had one. She had one for Florida, but she didn't have one for New Jersey, obviously. So
I'll leave my opinions aside on it, but let's just say I'm in the siding of Sonya Deville on this one.
Obviously it's because after a home invasion that obviously last year, whatever. No, in 2020 it was that one. Yeah,
that too. I'm fully aware of why she has it, and I'm for it. But the way New Jersey does things with that, it's a little shady.
I don't know how it works because obviously we don't have guns or anything like that over here or any gun licenses now.
I won't spew into my opinion, but let's just say I'm okay with Sonya having. But why was the valet looking through?
That's what a lot of people are saying. It's like, why was he looking through a glove box? Because it doesn't make sense to why the valet would randomly look through the glove box. No, you don't. No,
you park the car and that's it.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, if the gun was just like on the passenger seat, okay, fine, but you don't look through their stuff, so that's that's interesting.
Yeah, there's no we don't understand like what's going on there, but that's so it was that.
And no shot WWE would get mad at her over this.
No, well, obviously no. Everyone has guns, don't they, in America? And that's
pretty much. But especially, it's not like she was, going around wielding it or whatever.
No, she was only using it obviously after the home invasion.
She obviously has it for a reason. And as soon as I was like, oh yeah, the invasion was her, I was like, wow, I do not blame her whatsoever for carrying that everywhere she goes. Because what if the guy comes back?
Yeah, that's been because. He has showed up at WE shows before. That he has actually showed up at WWE shows.
Like after 2020?
I don't know whether it was after 2020 or whether it was before, but that's where it started off because the whole thing was he was actually he paid for front row and everything like that, and he was trying to like grab her and stuff at ringside and was trying to like touch her up and stuff and stuff like that.
Guys.
Yeah, so
and I'm sure she's like a decent person, and it's like, come on, what are we doing?
Yeah, because obviously the home invasion. Yeah, because I wasn't sure if it was after the home invasion or whatever. Yeah,
her and Mandy it was, and it was like, what was it? I remember the story. Like he got into that.
Hasn't she had another one with her new girlfriend there? Was it with her new girlfriend or with another girlfriend that she had? I'm sure she had another one as well.
Did she?
Yeah, I'm sure she did. The girlfriend before, not this one now. I'm sure there might have been another one.
Are you sure you're not thinking? Because Mandy was that one. I know that.
Mandy was first one. I'm not sure. I thought I'd seen something somewhere. I could be very wrong on that one. I'm not 100% sure.
Sonya Deville. And it's just like, come on. I feel for the girl. Honestly, it's like.
Yeah.
Like some people could look at it and be like, "Oh, you shouldn't have this." Like her, no. She almost like, I don't want to say, it could have been bad.
Yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
Okay. So the latest is I'm
not sure what it was. I might have read it wrong. It could have been. It might have been the same one.
Thomas. Oh God. Authorities, Philip A. Thomas. The security alarm went off to a keypad to the garage to disarm the system, which was showing a family room door was open. Oh God. But yeah, she woke up her friend Mandy Rose.
Yeah, so it was 2021. Yeah.
Because I remember because they were feuding at that point too.
Yeah, they were.
And it was like, can you get mad at them over this? No, this wasn't planned.
No. No.
And then they had their and hats off to them. They did their SummerSlam match, and then Sonya went away for a while, and I think Mandy went away for a little bit too, because it's like Sonya was gone for like 6 months.
Yeah, because they done the loser leaves WWE thing, didn't they? Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was originally
It was meant to be a hair versus hair, wasn't it? Yeah.
But her lawyer was like, "Listen, it's not a good look if
Yeah, if you come up, because Sonya was originally losing. Sonya was originally losing it.
Sonya was going to lose her hair. Yeah, and it was like, I mean, the lawyer was smart. It was probably not a good look, and and rightfully so. I'm glad WWE changed it.
Which makes sense. But
I feel for the girl. Like, I'm sure this will go away. There will be no problems.
Yeah, WWE aren't going to put. Like, I've had people saying to me today, "Is she going to get released?" It's like, no, she's not going to get bloody released over this because it's not her fault.
I'm not even worried about WWE. I'm saying like the law wise. I don't think. Yeah. Should probably pay like a fine or something.
Probably, or anything like so that's obviously the big Sonya Deville news today. Then, other news as well that we need to talk about. Really,
the news always breaks like on Tuesday or like right before. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Vince and Saudi was Tuesday. Yeah. Vince coming back was a Tuesday. What else? There's one more I thought.
I don't know what it was.
It's always right before we go live, and I'm thankful because we don't have to wait a week. It's cool.
No. Yeah. But no, well, obviously some other news has come down today then from WrestleVotes, which obviously we all know about that one. Now it's about, let's talk about it then, about this gentleman again. So, Vince McMahon. Now, obviously that Brock Lesnar and Omos match at WrestleMania, it's been heavily pitched and heavily pushed by Vince to be on the cards. So, I have received some additional information as well that he's actually got his teeth into. It's a total of 3 matches at the moment, basically.
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, 3 matches in the Mania card. It's I know that he's been booking a lot of Roman matches and that, so it's definitely going to be the Roman and Cody match. He's got his he's involved with and everything. And he's going to be doing that one. And talked about that, obviously, we know for a fact that if Vince is booking Roman, that Roman will be leaving WrestleMania with the belts. So here's a bit of a SummerSlam spoiler for you all. So, bit of a SummerSlam spoiler there with just 1 belt.
I'm actually doing what we talked about earlier. I'm going to try and guess the Mania card. Gathering. Now, what is it? 14 matches, you said?
7 each night.
Okay, so 14.
Yeah, 7 each night. Yeah.
I gotta try and figure out the last 2. We're doing this on the on the flip, folks.
Well, actually, then, if you're going to do that, then I will leave off one of the pieces of news until after that, because what it was, it wasn't really news. It was it wasn't really news. What it was a question which I promised to answer earlier on.
Okay.
Basically,
they have to wait. Who's it from? Who's the question from?
It's Michael.
Michael, you can wait. Sorry.
We'll do that one at the end of the show, and we'll do that one after we've done the Mania prediction club. But it's I said that I would get a question in that by the time we came on, and then
trying to think. Okay. I'm trying to think like off the top of my head these matches.
What should you do that with? Then I'll bring up something else then. So some of the other bits and pieces then. So this the 4th, that is, I believe, Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday.
That's this Saturday.
This Saturday. We've got there's a Road to WrestleMania show in sort of Coca-Cola Arena in Toronto.
Okay.
One of the matches that was originally advertised. Now this is quite interesting. The original match was Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa versus Sami and Kevin. But that's now actually been pulled. That match has, and it's now been changed to.
It got pulled?
Yeah, because they've changed it. It's now just going to be Roman versus Sami for the undisputed WWE Championship, and that.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
It's because of it's because they were thinking logically. If you think about it, they're advertising Kevin and Sami tagging, and on TV they haven't teamed back up yet. So what's the why would they do that this Saturday when they haven't pulled the plug yet and decided whether they're even going to be tagging or whatever, basically, and stuff like that. So that's that one. Obviously there's a few other matches on that card. There is, I'm not sure. No, I think this one. Yeah, there's a Madison Square Garden show coming up as well, which I do believe is next week. It's either next week or the week after.
March 12th.
That's it. Yeah. They've advertised Seth versus Fury inside a steel cage for the United States Championship. Obviously, we know that Fury's taking that belt then. There's not going to be any title changes at the house shows and everything. So, so that's that's basically the news.
So I have 10 matches right now.
Right.
I feel like I'm forgetting some.
Right. So let's then do this then. So what we're doing then is if you run through what I'm thinking is then if you want to do this then on the slide then. So let's if you run through the cards.
Okay, I got one more.
If you run through them what you believe then it is then. I've got some of the matches here. So
I got the official ones. I got the official ones covered.
Yeah.
I'm speculating on the rest.
Yeah, I'll say yes or no to what I've obviously heard then from it then. So if you want to run through them, then I'll say yes or no to what I've heard.
All right. So Logan versus Seth.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Of course, that's a big one. Roman versus Cody, that's confirmed. Theory versus Cena.
Yeah.
Rhea versus Charlotte, that's confirmed.
Yeah.
Lashley Wyatt.
Yeah.
Gunther Drew.
Yeah.
That's
talking about that.
Maybe Sheamus.
No. Talk about that. It might not be Sheamus in there as the third one. I've heard an additional name to add to it.
Who?
And that they might want to put Ricochet into it. They're talking about adding Ricochet to the match. I don't know why it's Ricochet, but so I've heard it could potentially be Gunther. Could be, so Gunther, Drew, and Ricochet. It could well be in that match. I don't know why they would have took Sheamus out and put Ricochet into it, but that's at the minute, like I said, that's just speculation. That's one of the names I've heard from it. It's not. There's nothing confirmed for that one because they're still debating whether they want to do just one-on-one between Gunther and Drew, whether they want to add somebody to it, whether they want to do whatever. So so at the minute, it's either going to be one-on-one or it's going to be a triple threat. They're still deciding.
If Ricochet's in there, he's clearly there to just take the fall.
Take the pin, yeah.
From either Drew or Gunther, I would assume Drew. All right, Usos versus Owens and Zayn, of course.
Yeah,
that's coming. Bianca versus Asuka, that's confirmed.
Yeah.
I have Lita and Becky versus Ronda and Shayna.
Yeah. Yeah.
Omos versus Brock, of course. Yeah. And Bayley versus Trish.
Well, this is what I was going to bring up actually, and in relation to the thingy, I'll bring this one up in a little bit. But that's some of the ones which I've heard. Yeah, that's some of the ones I've heard. Yeah, well, I don't know because it's the other ones. Then it's a little bit tricky to say what they're going to be because there's been a few murmurs of some. LA Knight's getting a match.
I was just thinking LA Knight versus McAfee maybe.
Well, no, I don't think it is going to be McAfee now. I don't think it is going to be Pat because Pat said he's done with WWE until the sale's done because he doesn't know who the new bosses are going to be. So
he can't wrestle one more time under.
No, he won't because as well it's something to do with his wife and that is pregnant.
Well, his wife is due soon. I think she's due in May.
Yeah, she's So obviously, so that's one of the reasons as well. There is some rumors going around now. This is obviously very unconfirmed, and I will say this: is very, very unconfirmed. But
attack him in the comments,
right? But think about the current storyline that LA Knight's in, or think about the storyline that started up on Friday night. That's what it is.
Oh, with New Day.
Yeah, but with with a returning Big E, because apparently he's been assessed and they're planning for a return for him now. One of the rumors that I've heard is like if you think about it, he's got Xavier this Friday, so he's fighting Xavier this Friday. And that it could then be the whole thing of that.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe he's got Xavier this Friday. I believe that's what I've been told is So Xavier was this Friday. He's got. And I do believe that that it's going to end up leading to LA Knight versus Big E, because all what was out originally was it was a name that nobody would expect. Now obviously nobody's expecting Big E to come back and everything like that, and it's the current storyline, and it's like there's a lot of murmurs about it at WWE apparently that it's more than likely Big E. That's what I'm hearing anyway. It's far from confirmed, but that's so yeah.
Oh wait! Edge and Balor.
Edge and Balor, yeah.
And that's 13 I have. What would the 14th be? Well, with Big E versus Knight, what would the 14th be?
This is what I've been trying to think out. This is what I've been trying to work out, because it's.
Did I forget any champions? No, Gunther, Charlotte, the Usos, Becky.
It could be somebody pulling double duty, because originally it was meant to be that there was going to be two WWE. There was going to be two title matches on. That was the original plan. Was there was going to be two WWE title matches on over that weekend. One on Saturday, one on the Sunday. The only other thing that I can potentially think they're going to put in is a battle royale.
I don't think they're doing that.
Oh, and if not battle royales, then I don't know. I don't really know what.
I'm looking through the roster right now.
There's not really one else that I can think of, really. What?
Dominic versus Ray.
That's it. Dominic versus Ray. That'd be the 14th. Then yes,
that's the 14th.
Yes,
that's happening for sure.
Yeah.
I got to D's and I was like, wow, Damian Priest maybe, and then I'm like,
Dominic. Yeah,
duh.
That's the one that we forgot. Yeah, and
so the only question mark here that I see is Knight versus Big E.
Yeah,
but those other 13 I named.
Yeah,
I mean, you might tweak them a little to add people, like maybe the women's tag. You add Io and Dakota, maybe. But for the most part, I believe that's the card. I'm okay with 7 matches a night. Now, I know people in WWE are upset about that. I know they are. But it's how it used to be. The best people make WrestleMania.
Yeah, and Triple H wants a much smaller show, because as what it was, if you think about it, what was it? I think 38. It was about 6 hours long each night, or something like that. It was, or whatever it was. I think from pre-show to pre-show to the end, or something like that. It was 6 hours.
They didn't have a pre-show. I can confirm that. I was there.
Was it an hour long each night though? Yeah. No, there was an hour long pre-show, but there wasn't any matches on it.
That's what you mean. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it was about 5 or 6 hours for main cards, and then had the hours pre-show or something like that. It was ridiculously long, so that's why Triple H wants to reduce it down for it.
Okay, let's see. Okay. There were 7 matches night 1.
Yeah.
And 9 matches night 2. Why did
so he's basically moved around, hasn't he?
Vince and McAfee. I almost said McAfee. Thanks, Xero. And New Day got pushed from night 1.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah. But no, there is there might be another 1 or 2 added, but what I was told was as well is pay attention to the pre-shows, obviously on TV and stuff like that, and you'll probably see it in the arenas, obviously, if you're there. Because they're going to start using the pre-shows to set matches up for in pay-per-views, and that apparently what they're doing is they're using, because they want, what it is there's been declining viewership numbers for the pre-shows. Nobody watches them anymore because they took matches off and everything.
There's no matches. There's nothing. Yeah.
So what they're going to start doing I do believe they have said it's from Mania weekend, is they're going to start using the actual pre-shows now to set matches up for that pay-per-view. And that's going to be the new way going forward. So it's basically making you like say, you know, oh, watch the pay-per-view, because then things might change. Like either a stipulation will be added, or, you know, somebody will get added to a match, or there'll be another match or something added. So if there's going to be any changes, it's either going to now be announced on social media literally just before the show, or during the pre-show. It'll be done. So if they are adding that third person to the IC title match, or, you know, if they are going to add in a random extra 8th match somewhere just as a filler, basically, or whatever, you know, then they're then that's where they set it up, is on the pre-show, if anything. And that obviously if they're still going for that plan, but that's what the plan was about 2 weeks ago.
I mean, this card has everything covered. We have stipulations, we have celebrities, we have I don't want to say retirees, but we have older wrestlers with Cena, Lita, Trish. We have the celebrity in Logan Paul.
Yeah.
Heck, we have the celebrity in Brock Lesnar.
Have you seen the other one as well? Who's on the official Mania poster?
Logan was?
Logan's on it, but there's another celebrity on there as well, hidden right at the back of the poster.
Miz?
Nope.
No, I haven't seen the poster yet. Do you have it?
Snoop Dogg. Yeah. Yes.
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, Snoop Dogg. Yeah, he's on the official Mania poster, and you know that belt that belt thingy that they've been doing on social media. Have you seen that?
Yeah, the one that he got robbed.
The gold one, yeah.
Yeah.
It's to link up with something to do with Mania, because basically, if you notice on it, the belt on the side plates has WrestleMania on it, and and Snoop Dogg will be at WrestleMania, and it's something to do with that belt. So apparently, it's
from
to
Cali,
set something up. Yeah. So it's to set something up. So he's one of the celebrities I've been told is going to be there this year. Is going to be Snoop Dogg and that, and he's now officially on the WrestleMania posters. So that kind of like that officiality as well. They've tucked him in just behind the back of the poster. They have just literally right at the back. You can look if you zoom in enough on it, then you can see it on there. Basically, you can see him on there and that, because a lot of people have spotted it. So yeah, Snoop Dogg. Some other bits and pieces whilst we're on the Mania subject, I did put this out that there's meant to be a couple of live performances as well being done. There was talks of Edge's one being done, so Metalingus live.
Metallica. Metallica.
Metalingus live.
Yeah.
There's meant to be Bray Wyatt's entrance being done as well. So Code Orange.
Cool.
To do Shatter. That's two of the ones. That's two of the ones I've definitely heard. There's rumors as well of Oscar's one being done. If they can do, they're going to try and get Oscar's one done.
Who's the band there? Do you know?
Bear with, I might be able to find it.
Okay.
I did put it out. I can't remember what it was. Hang on. But there's. It's either going to be Cody or Roman as well as getting a special entrance, or they might both end up having a special entrance. But when they say that, it's not necessarily. It's not necessarily them playing it live, but there has been rumors.
Maybe Drew.
That there's going back to the Cody Roman thing. There's been rumors going around that that obviously Roman's entrance is like a choir and stuff, and the whole thing like that. There's rumors that they've got a choir in for it, and that they're going to potentially do Roman's entrance like live, so they're actually going to have the choir singing his theme tune as they basically gone down. Entrance. Let me just have a quick look and see if I can find my post, because I put it out. Here we go. So it was WrestleMania special entrances. So I've got so the ones which I was told was Bray Wyatt, Oscar, Edge, and Rhea Ripley was the other one. That's the other one who I was told.
Rhea Ripley.
Which should be the Fiend performed. Edge's one at the moment is currently, it's been discussed, but it's not 100% sort of on. It depends whether they can obviously get thing in that. Logan Paul's meant to be having a special entrance.
He had one in Saudi.
So what have I got here? So I've got Roman, Cody, Logan, Bray, Oscar, Rhea, Edge. Basically, they've all been spoken about, but
it's cool seeing them set it up in person, because I was right near the stage, and you just see all these. The lights are out. You see all these things being wheeled out, and you're like, "Who's coming out?"
But no. Who was that one? Hang on. So Charlotte's. No, sorry. The one who does. it's a bit of a I know about Rhea's one because the one who does Rhea's one, they're in Germany on Saturday, so it depends whether they can obviously get over and that whether it's obviously on a Sunday. If the match happens Saturday, yes. So if Rhea Charlotte is on Saturday, then no, she won't be getting her entrance. But if it's on Sunday, yes, she will. That's because they're meant to be flying.
Oh wait, they wanted Rhea Charlotte night 1, didn't they?
Yeah, that's the thing at the moment. But obviously, if they don't main event, then they'll probably then put Oscar and Bianca night 1, and obviously sort of do it that way. So that's what they're basically saying. Yeah. Well, they're also saying as well it depends on the entrance for Edge as well because it might not be Metalingus because if it's Brood Edge, then obviously they'll have the Brood entrance. Yeah, that's why it's not 100% either for that one because if it's Brood Edge, then the entrance won't be live because it will obviously be the Brood entrance. But if it's his normal one, then it'll be Metalingus basically for it. It'd be pretty cool seeing that one live.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I don't understand like why people are saying in the comment. I've just literally just gone back onto the post of that. So I've just seen people saying in the comments like, "Oh, like Karrion Kross should get one." It's like, no,
Karrion Kross ain't on the card.
Yeah, Karrion Kross ain't even on the bloody card. So yeah, so that's the thing. Let's have a look. Hang on.
You know, it's kind of funny. Now that I think about it,
yeah,
all the returns under Triple H.
Yeah.
None of them are on the card.
No. Oh, that's one of the other ones.
Wyatt it is.
So yeah, that is one of the other ones as well. That one of the extra matches that might be added if they do decide to add any extra is Gargano versus Bronson Reed has been discussed. That's one of the only ones that has been discussed for it. But then again, they are also using they're also using the SmackDown before Mania as what they did last year.
SmackDown. Yeah, that's probably where the Battle Royal goes down.
Yeah. So that's where most of them will be. So the ones which can't actually make it onto the Mania card, they'll still kind of have a Mania moment because it'll be WrestleMania SmackDown again.
Who do you think wins the Andre the Memorial?
It depends. It depends.
Because I nailed it last year.
Yeah, I don't know.
I did. I looked through the card and I'm like, Madcap's winning this thing.
Yeah, it depends who they have in it. Really,
I have a name to win it.
Who do you think?
Chad Gable.
Could be because he's due a massive push. So I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
It could be Gable. Yeah. Or it depends whether it. Well, actually, I was going to say it depends whether they get anyone new in. But I've been told there shouldn't be any returns until after Mania, so I can't see anyone like a Jay White or anyone like that. Obviously, if he comes in winning it or anything, because that was a lot of things there. Or heck, AJ Styles if he comes back by Mania, and that could be Styles and that. And
the Raw after Mania to be insane. I mean, the potential returns we have. I mean, Styles, Ciampa. I'm sorry, returns and debuts. Styles, Ciampa, Orton, Riddle, Jay White.
Well, it depends though whether they do it that way because obviously we've heard that they could be doing a draft a week after Mania. So if they do the draft after Mania, they might hold off on Raw after Mania, only do a couple, so maybe one or two.
I mean, you can't do all 5. I'm fully aware.
Yeah.
Maybe a debut and a return.
Yeah. But it depends though because obviously if they're moving on the draft to May, which is after Backlash, they were saying, which was one of the pitches, was then obviously that might be a bit too late for them to obviously do the new debuts then. So we might end up having some sort of Mania week, maybe, and that if they obviously do move the draft around there. Because you've got to think as well, we'll have the SmackDown after Mania as well, won't we? Where they can debut a lot of. Because there's also meant to be NXT call-ups.
Well, you could also still do the draft and debut people.
Yeah, because you can.
The draft's not like the whole 2 hours. No.
So I mean, it obviously, like I said, it obviously depends where they're doing it, isn't it? Really, like when they're doing the draft and stuff, like when they finally decide on it. So really,
that's if they ever do it.
Yeah, well, they should do because they're using that to split the title belts up. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So that's why they're saying it's either going to be after Mania Backlash, so they can do the rematches and that they need to do, or it's going to be straight after Mania. Right, so as soon as we've gone through that then, it actually falls in line. I think we've already partly discussed it, but the question that I got asked it's from Michael. Yeah. Like I said, I did say that I'll address it on the air tonight.
Yeah, you're welcome, Michael. We came back to it.
Yeah. So the question was then, with Damage Control losing on Monday and Bailey being silent on social media since, what is Damage Control's direction for Mania? Mainly Bailey. That's the.
I have Bailey versus Trish. I mean,
yeah. Well, what the reply I got given was, it goes.
I feel like Bailey would love this match.
Yeah. Well, what I've heard at the moment is there's what I got the response back earlier on from one of the ones, obviously, who I normally use for the Q&As, what we haven't done in a while. Bear with me, hang on. Sorry, my voice is going for some reason. Is they've said at the minute there's currently 3 pitches. It depends which way they're going to do it. It all depends on one when they're doing the tag match for the tag team belts, because it's either going to be Damage Control. It's either going to be Bailey versus Trish, like what you said, and then Ronda and Shayna versus Lita and Becky, with the rest of Damage Control being left off of WrestleMania. Potentially, they're just going to be ringside for the Bailey match. That's the first one. The other one was the 6-woman tag, which is obviously Trish, Lita, and Becky versus Bailey, Io, and Dakota. That was the other one.
I think that's out of the window.
Or there was another one, and again, this obviously depends on what obviously happens is if they decide they're obviously putting the tag titles on Ronda and Shayna before Mania, and they pull that and they don't actually have that match at WrestleMania, but say like they have it in the weeks leading up to or whatever, then there has been some talks of Trish teaming up with Bailey. So you can actually then have Bailey and Trish teaming up against Becky and Lita. That's
Bailey and Trish?
Yeah, Bailey and Trish going up against Becky and Lita. It's going to be like a Hilton. Yeah, potentially. That's one which they've heard.
Trish. What?
Yeah, there was one final 4th pitch, but I've been told that one's been scrapped, which it was actually going to be. It was going to be Trish versus Bailey versus Dakota versus Io. So basically, Bailey was going to split up Damage Control, and it was going to be the 3 members of Damage Control, and then Trish was going to be in there as well. So it was going to be all 4 of them basically in there.
That would be cool, but you would have needed a stipulation.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, so that got scrapped in the end, but that was so that's the answer to that question. Is at the minute they still haven't decided for it.
The simplest thing to do here. You do Trish and Bailey. Wait, yeah. Trish and Bailey. Trish versus Bailey. Trish and Bailey? That would be weird. That would be a little weird. Because Trish just attacked her. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You could easily do Lita and Becky versus Ronda and Shayna versus Dakota and Io.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ronda and Shayna probably win that.
But Ronda and Shayna are due to take the belts. No matter whenever they do it, Ronda and Shayna are due to take the belts. So yeah.
So just have Dakota take the pin. It gets them on Mania, at least. You know, I mean that's kind of a simple fix. But Bailey and Trish, I don't know.
Yeah, that was something that I've heard. But it's like the thing is though is obviously it's not very clear at the moment because the only information it's about is she's in for a long program. This is Trish mine, so she's in for a long program. Don't know how long for. It could be on till SummerSlam. It could be It could be whenever. But she's working a dream match of hers. That's all it was. It's a match that she wanted to do for ages, and it's a dream match of hers.
This is Bailey?
Yeah, this is Bailey and that, and yeah. So it could obviously then be the Trish thing, couldn't it? Then
I would imagine it's Trish.
Yeah. But then Trish is obviously meant to be about for quite a while. She's meant to be doing a long program. So unless they have the first match at Mania and then maybe another match like to end it all at say SummerSlam or whatever, and that. So you've then got Trish versus Bailey and then again at SummerSlam. But again, I don't really know like what's kind of going on really. So yeah.
That's interesting. Yeah, I still can't get over the Bailey and Trish teaming up.
But no, but that was just a pitch. I can't obviously see that one going on, but that was the
I can't either.
That was a pitch that was going round. But yeah, so that's the answer to that question then, Michael. So that's all the pitches that are going round. So at the minute there's no kind of anything like, There's nothing set in stone yet. The match might not even happen because there's been nothing. There's been nothing wrote in, and it obviously depends as well whether they want to add that extra match in or whatever, really. So, but
I mean,
that's us. I guess enough is done now because that's the hour anyway, isn't it? So yeah, we'll just end it.
Keep it to 12 or 14 matches. I'm good with that.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So that's the news roundup then for this week then, and obviously we had an interview in the beginning. So yeah, that's we're back to normal next week. We haven't got anyone on next week, not yet. Anyway, not yet.
That could change. March 8th it will be.
But we have. I will say this on air as well now because we have got a few other things. I know it's not obviously a well-known one, but we've teamed up with BCW. I was saying this to Chaze earlier because he does a lot of stuff with BCW as well.
Oh yeah, you tell me.
Yeah. We've teamed up with BCW. They have people in there. They've got like Bougie stuff like that. They've also got other ones as well who's in there. Larkin's done a few bits and pieces from as well. We've become one of their main sort of kind of sponsors and stuff like that, and sort of like and stuff like that. So I've agreed with them that we've got a bit of an agreement on where obviously we'll be getting some of their stars on and stuff like that on here to to do what we do and stuff like get them on and stuff like that. So that's what we've done. So so I'm in the process of finalizing all that. Well, it basically is finalizing that, and we just basically we're gonna have a few more people on, and it will so there'll be a lot more interviews coming on.
That's when I come in, demand something, and then it all goes. Yeah, that's why Xero doesn't let me in on the contract talks. He knows I might go.
So that's that's something there. And so we've got the so we've teamed up with BCW. There's also a couple of others as well where that I'm currently in talks with as well. Because we're gonna. Unlike some of the others out there, some of the other like sheets and stuff like that, and some of the other reporters and that, we're actually going to start supporting the indies a lot more. Whereas some of the others obviously just primarily focus on AEW and WWE.
I'm cool with the indies. Have you ever been to an indie show?
No. To be fair,
oh
no.
My god, they're so fun. They're so fun because like it's just like you're just cheering for these guys, and it's like, and I mean this in the most respectful way. Like most of these guys you don't know.
Yeah.
And it's like you're just having a blast. You can go, go drunk. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's how I figured out who Anthony Bowens was from the.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I saw him in a small time show. Then he was on AEW, and I'm like, oh, that's really cool.
Yeah. But no. Well, we've managed to get. Obviously, I'll say this on air. I know we're obviously still on air, but I'll say about it. But so we're currently then teamed up now with BCW with a few bits and pieces. Obviously, we've still got our Impact ones as well. So there's going to be loads more Impact stars coming up. It's just they're just very intermittent and stuff because they do it obviously around their filming schedules and stuff like that. So it's whenever they've got anyone sort of film. If they're obviously filming and stuff, then they try to arrange the interviews around there. That's why it's not like weekly and stuff. I've also got a kind of in at Progress Wrestling, the one over here in the UK.
Okay.
So they have some AEW stars on there as well, basically for it, and they've had a couple of AEW stars on there before and stuff like that. So
that's cool.
So we've got so there's going to be a lot more sort of people coming on from the indie scene. So all the people online saying who, who's this, why, stuff like that. It's
Here, okay, I'll go into a bit of a spiel. Okay.
Yeah.
You have to start somewhere. Obviously, they're going to be who are yous at first. But you know what? If Chaze makes it big, and I mean, I'm not saying they haven't made it big, but like if Bougie gets signed by WWE, if Chaze gets signed by WWE, AEW, Impact, we were one of their first shows, so it's like, And of course, again, everybody is a who are you at one point. Yeah. Seth Rollins was a who are you. The Rock was a who are you. Yeah. So just let them do their thing. They're trying to work their way up,
Yeah. Well, the thing that I was actually going to say in relation to that was we were Bougie's actual first interview. Weren't we
Larkins as well?
Yeah, Bougie and Larkins, first one as well. Yeah, see? I did believe. Yeah.
Somebody's got to do it, And who knows who views us? It's like we could be inadvertently be a stepping stone to something bigger. You know?
I mean, I do know that we have had a few views on here before with interviews and stuff like that, especially when I'm out promoting them, that we have actually had some of the wrestling promotions actually like watch the video, see the promos and that they obviously cut on the videos and everything. And we have had, that there has been some responses. Like we've had, going back to Bougie again, actually, I won't say too much into it because it's for him to say, but he, off the back of one of our interviews and sort of me dropping a promotion out on Twitter, he actually had a call off one of the a tryout for what a call and a tryout for one of the for a promotion that's how can I put it?
Well-known.
I
remember the promotion. I'm not going to say which one, but they're a pretty well-known promotion.
Yeah, they're a pretty well-known promotion. So he's actually had that, and that was actually off the back of, because Aitoman said it was actually after one of our uncut episodes with him on, and that, and after I whacked out the promotion basically to promote him round, and that he actually had the phone call and everything like that because they had obviously jumped on and obviously had seen it on here. So I do know that people do watch the shows and stuff like that and to do it that way.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're willing to give us the time of day to come on, we will gladly promote you and try, because we want to see you. It's not like we're here to just be like, oh no, we hope they stay small forever. We would love for any of our guests to get signed by AEW, Impact, MLW, WWE. Anybody, we if we can help you grow, we're gonna do it.
So anyone else out there who's listening to this, if you want to come on, just drop us a message. We've got Chaze is going to be putting in a word for us, Bougie's putting in words for us, and everything like that. And it's all as what I'll say this on the air, as well is you've seen the interviews. We treat the guests in that with respect. We don't, we don't insult them or anything like that. We obviously not an hour anyway, but that's
what goes on behind closed doors is another story.
That's
where no rules are applied.
Yeah, that's before the shows and after the shows. Whilst they're still here, so we can talk to them. We never talk about them behind their backs or anything like that. So that's fine. But,
we never talk badly about them on air, but when it's behind closed cameras, well, of course,
Yeah, well,
that's when the boys will be boys.
So anyone out there obviously listening, drop us a message, and we'll get you on. But obviously,
and you know what? It doesn't matter. I think I could speak for Xero when I say this. It doesn't matter what promotion you're in, even if you're an up and coming. If you want to get your name out there, shoot us a DM. We will gladly have you on. Because again, we're not the kind of guys to like only want big names. We will gladly promote you. We want to see you, and especially if we like you, which luckily all our guests, besides Bougie, we like. I'm just kidding. I know he listens to this, so I just want to. We've had all great. No, and I know we've only had 3, but they're all respectable people. They're very nice, and if you're cool, we will gladly do whatever we can to try and help you out.
So that's so anyone on that, heck, even if you're not a wrestler and you just want to you just want your voice in that or anything like that, if you're not a wrestler, if you're in the wrestling community or anything like that, and everything like that, and just
we'll have to screen you before we come on, of course.
But, obviously we'll have to obviously double check on that one. So
make sure you're not insane. I mean,
but
I got past the test. So we're good.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy to get onto it. Bobby passed it, so everyone else
has to with flying colors, maybe not flying colors.
But so just drop us a message and that, and we'll do that because it's going to be a start.
I do have a Twitter now. You can hit me up there too. Bobby's Breakdown. There's one letter too many, so those DMs are open. I can tell you that.
So either drop me or Bobby a DM. One of us can sort it out. Either one of us, we could both.
It doesn't matter.
For the show,
DM me though. I like to feel like I have the power.
DM Bobby if you want. Drop me a DM or whatever. So
I like to feel in charge.
But we've so Bobby does like to think he's in charge, but but that's
as you can see, I've been fighting to get my name first, and it's just clearly not.
No, it's not going to go first, not for a little while. I might if I change the entrance again, then you might get first, but I don't know yet. I'll make that decision. We'll have a new one by next week. I always change it. I'm surprised it's lasted 2 weeks at the moment.
In a completely unrelated note, if anybody knows how to hack into computers, please DM me. We will gladly get that going. Anyway,
what was that about? What was that about?
No, nothing. I was just promoting my channel, of course. Yeah.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, no. Well, yes. We don't condone illegal activity on here either, so that's the thing. So
no. It's not illegal. I'm not hacking into anybody's computer except for Xero's.
Oh right, okay.
Listen, I just want his computer. I just want to switch a little names. I won't go through anything else. Switch a little boom, boom, boom. We're good to go. I'm out.
All right, okay.
But people,
no, yep.
I know I asked for 200 subs, and we got that, and I appreciate that, folks. Okay, look at that. There we go. Okay, look at that. Look at that guy on camera. Is it clear? Can you see?
Yeah. I can see it. Yeah. We can
look
see
at
it,
how many views we're at.
Right, well, no, I can't see the views. What's the views on it? Is that
946?
Oh, that's not too bad then.
People, my birthday is in. I know I ask a lot. I do. I was like, so you can see the thumbnail.
Yeah, we can see the thumbnail.
Genuine reaction. My birthday's in 11 days. 11 days. We need 54 views. I that would be an incredible present if we could get the 1K by my birthday.
Yeah. So there we go, everyone. Go on to view Bobby's breakdowns on YouTube.
Go in, view it for 30 seconds, I think it counts.
Yeah.
If you don't want to watch the rest of it, if you don't want to see my ugly mug, you can sign off. I'm not offended by any means, trust me.
Yeah.
Just 1K by my birthday. 11 days. And you know what? This video took off. It had about 12 views in the first day. And I was like, oh dear God. And then it just took off. And Flash doesn't come out for another 3 months. And I think we're going to hit 1K. We're going to hit it. Yeah. But my birthday's right there. So it will be an incredible birthday present.
Next week's show is obviously on the 8th, and Bobby's birthday's on the Saturday. Yep. So we might do something birthday related next, an early birthday thing next Wednesday. I might get something planned or whatever. And I still need to sort a few bits of pieces out for next Uncut.
I won't even ask. March 12th is my birthday. It's a week from Sunday, actually.
Yeah.
I have Venmo. I have PayPal. I accept cash and check, but if the check bounces, we're going to have a problem. Okay, but if the check goes through, no issues will arise.
Okay, so yes, so there we go. So that's Bobby begging for money for his birthday on.
I wouldn't say begging, just more like.
Okay, not begging.
More like just saying like, hey, I'm on all these sites. If you want to send me some money.
Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, if you want to discuss that with Bobby, then obviously get hold of him now on his new Twitter, which is at Bobby's Breakdowns, as he said.
Yeah, unfortunately, we couldn't add the S, but yeah.
Okay, well, Bobby's Breakdown then. That's the easy one.
It's such a pain. Everything else is breakdowns, and I was like, you couldn't let me have the one letter. So jump into Bobby's DMs on there. Again, even if you want to jump onto Bobby's interviews and stuff on there as well, I'll put that one out for his things and that, his entertainments and that, get some on there or whatever. And if you want to do any on Bobby's ones, then jump on there. You don't need to be wrestling; it can be anything entertainment wise or whatever. Again, you had both subscribes on there, so that was again, I caught it real quick. I was like,
yeah.
There we go.
That goes for both the channels then. So for this one, again, like and hit that like and subscribe. For Bobby's ones, like and subscribe on his ones as well. Then to continue the support. And don't forget, we want to get 1K for Bobby by his birthday, which is on the 12th.
11 days away. I'm 11 days away from being 27. I feel old, but there is another guy in this chat that is slightly older than me.
So, just slightly. So but
I was being very generous.
Yeah, just slightly. It's only slightly.
We don't have to go into numbers. Just
No, okay. Yeah.
Just know you are older.
No, but as well. No, on next week's show anyway. We will then also be discussing I know one thing that we can bring up on the special show is obviously the return of
Yes.
because John returned today. So we'll talk about that on Monday. I do know that one.
So I'll go into a spiel. So my birthday week, my birthday weekend, actually, I am going to a convention.
Yeah.
So we will be celebrating there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I'm going to see Scream 6 on Thursday, March 9th. And then Cena comes back March 6th. So what a week.
Yeah.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
And you know why I'm excited for Cena. I love Cena, but what's coming at Mania is really what's,
Yeah, but no,
my boy.
but no, yes. So no, I hope. Yeah, well, we're So Bobby, I'm sure you're probably going to end up either producing some pictures or doing a sort of video of that convention or whatever you're going to do. I expect you'll probably mention something about it on your channel.
Yes.
So
I will be. I haven't mentioned it on my channel yet, so I can mention it here. I'll mention it on both. The plan is, obviously you can't film everything in a convention.
No, obviously not.
Because if you just take a picture, you get it for free.
Yes.
My plan is to, because I'm getting pictures with Charlie Hunnam, which remind me to tell you that story. The Undertaker, Rose McGowan, and some others. I will be taking pictures with my friends. I'm just documenting my birthday weekend. So I'm going to put, and by me, I mean my editor. Shout out to Ryan Keys. I will send him this. I will be sending him the photos. He will be putting together not a travel vlog, but my weekend at, I felt like that was a good idea. Instead of just posting the pics one by one, just combine them in a YouTube video,
Yeah.
Show my friends if I have any, show the celebrities I met. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, I will, if anybody listening is going to be at Monster Mania Con, March 10th to the 12th, I don't know if we have that kind of audience who's going to be there, and you see me, come say hi. I might bite, but it depends on how angry I am.
Yeah.
But seriously, if I'll say this again next week too. If you are coming to Monster Mania Con and you see me, come say hi. I will gladly chat you up. You might regret it in the end because I don't shut up, but I'm just that kind of guy. But yeah, and if you see me, do not be hesitant to approach me. I will just say your name and where you know me from, because it might be a little weird at first knowing me, but just say hey, I know you're from Xero, or I know you're from YouTube, and I'll be like, oh yeah, cool. Just don't be like, oh, Bobby. I'll be like, oh, you a subscriber? No. How do you know? Just say your name, where you're from, and then we will get to chatting. I promise. And if I'm generous, I might buy you an adult beverage if you're of age, of course. If you're not, strictly apple juice.
Fair enough.
Okay, but if you're of age, we'll have a good time.
Yeah, but no, yeah. So like I said, it was a slightly different show this week because the interview, which went halfway through, and then obviously we went into
which is great
promotion and stuff like that. So yeah, different shows each week. Let's change it up in it, really, like just the normal shows and that. So,
keep the people on their toes.
Yeah. So that's that. Yeah. So anyone listening to this, that was the show done. I'm obviously Xero signing out,
and I'm Bobby signing out, and I will be Bobby going forward.
Yeah. So goodbye, everybody. And